Hey everyone, I'm NanoElite666, and you are watching me play Guild Wars 2 Living Story. We are back with the second part of the first chapter of Season 4, Daybreak. And we have just, fought off a branded invasion of Amnoon.
We should have asked Joko for help instead of relying on the Cavaliers. We're done for.
That sounds like a...
Soon enough, we'll either be bowing to Balthazar or kissing Joko's wrinkly behind. Pick your future, master.
Spoiler alert, you're probably going to be branded. Anyways, we're off to Istan, because Aurene showed us a vision of things happening down there. So, yeah. Let's go to Istan.
On your way, Outlander. Only ship's crew allowed on my docks.
I need passage to Istan.
Everybody needs something. Hold on. I know that face. Palawa Joko's put a price on your head, friend.
That's so? Last I saw Joko, he wasn't in a position to make threats.
Either way, I don't take his coin. This rig's headed for Istan. I can stow you aboard if you'd like. Ain't exactly the royal stateroom, but it'll get you there. If you can keep your high-priced head out of sight.
Well, alright. It seems Joko has probably gotten free from where he was in the domain of the lost, and is, predictably, not happy about us hijacking his undead army and taunting him. Anyways. Aurene's gonna fly with us. We have arrived at the domain of Istan. Find the Astralarium.
New bounties posted. Corsairs are smelling gold again.
The awakened are smelling blood. Great.
What are you gonna do about it?
Alrighty. So. Seaweed. So, find the Astralarium. Do I just wander out and start looking?
Creatures are roaming the desert. What are you going to do about it?
What am I going to do about it? Nothing, lady, because I am shooting video right now. Well, let's go find this Astralarium, shall we? The plains of Jaren. Bad shot, Aboga. You threw up all over the roof above your head. Look, Joko stuff. Joko's set up here, too. He pretty much took over the entirety of Alona. I think Istan is currently a vassal state. Now, that's an airship that probably doesn't belong there. Let's go check it out. Pretty sure Joko doesn't have airships. Or at least he'd better not. If Joko has airships, that's bad. Huh. Unless this is a Corsair airship. It's totally a Corsair airship. Ladies and gentlemen, the pirates have airships. That's pretty cool. So, this is not going to take me where I need to go. I was thinking this is a case of, oh, well, Keel flew her airship back here for some reason. Don't know why. Alright. Find the Astralarium. Now, I'm trying to remember if the Astralarium was a location in the first game. I'm trying to remember if it was. Where was it? Oh, that did not work. It did not work. That worked better.
This must be the Astralarium.
Well, Found it. The Astralarium.
Now to find the head archivist.
But first, desert vegetables. All right. Oh, head archivist. There you are.
Welcome to the Astralarium, the supreme repository of knowledge in Istan. What is it you seek? Wait a... You're the Tyrian hero. The God Killer. The Dragon Slayer.
Oops.
Kanak's crony.
You know Kanak?
Shh! There's a bounty on your head. Are you trying to get
Everything all
turned
right over there?
Praise be to beneficent Joko, who patronizes our intellectual pursuits.
I need to find the Sunspear base.
Lower your voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe you. Why so nervous?
There are those here who, from fear or greed, rewrite our histories to glorify King Joko, whereas others risk their lives to preserve the truth.
I admire your courage. I want to help, but I need to get in touch with the Sunspears.
To protect our most sacred tomes, Archivist Salwa has locked them in the restricted archive. That's also where you'll find the secret entrance to the Sunspear's base. But you can't just waltz in. Salwa is militant. She won't admit anyone until she's convinced they oppose Joko.
So I'll convince her. I'm no fan of Joko, and I don't think he's too thrilled with me either.
Words alone will never sway her. Joko's minions have been here for weeks revising the histories to lionize that fiend. If you can put a stop to it, I suspect Salwa will be more than happy to let you in.
Alright, well, it looks like we have to do ourselves a heart quest here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna play with this mirror.
Why did we just pass along whatever they said without question? How many young minds have I poisoned with their propaganda? We've been teaching their fictions as history for generations. Cormier, forgive us.
Cormier probably ain't gonna forgive you much, buddy. She ran off. I'm gonna touch all the telescopic mirrors. Anyways, apparently I'm Kanak's crony. Pretty sure it should be the other way around. He's my flunky. Or crony, or what have you. Clearly, word of what I done did with the whole awakened army and all that spread pretty quickly. Because now there's a bounty on my head. I wonder what happens if I turn all the mirrors in center. It's about to find out, I guess. Alright, all you mirrors shining light into the center of this room. Did thy doest a thing? You shined up into the middle. Research notes. Let's touch them. Yasna's research notes are piled neatly on the table. Okay, Yasna, what do you have to say? Those brandstones are unlike anything I've studied throughout the entirety of my career. There's still so much to learn from them. Is there anything I can do to help your research? The material they're made from, that crocotite, is strange. I'd like to examine it further and do some experiments. Could you bring me 10 pieces to research? Sure, I guess. So am I going to go out? Koss on Koss. Koss wrote a book about himself. I have this book. What do I do with it? Reshelve lost books. Oh. Do I just take it in and shelve it somewhere? Or does it go on a specific shelf, ladies and gentlemen? I am a librarian now. Oops. So, would Koss on Koss go under notable heroes? Or I thought I saw biography, theology. Could have sworn I saw biographies for one of these. Oh well, let's try notable heroes. Well, it seems to have worked. Alright. Let's go find stuff to murder up. Because why not? Like, there's probably dudes to kill at this Joko building. Assuming I could find a way in. Oh, awakened. I appear to have wandered out of... Heart Quest range. Come on, there's got to be guys around here I can kill. I mean, one of the things was, hey, if you kill some awakened assholes, this Sunspear lady will totally like it. But no, that does not seem to be the case. On the other hand, let's probably get some good credit towards it from this defend event. Defend this guy while he runs around and readjusts the mirrors. Or her. She's stuck. Excuse me, ma'am, you appear to be stuck. Well. Looks like I'm going to be reshelving a lot of books, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go play with these obelisks. See what they do. Remove propaganda? Sure, let's remove propaganda. Away with you, propaganda. So exciting. Doing library busy work and stuff. Excuse me, Scholar. You didn't see that. Now you're dead. Volatile magic collector. Have you seen the brandstones falling from the sky all over Istan? We've never witnessed a meteorological event like this, but Kralkatorrik never moved so far south before. I don't think I've seen a brandstone yet. What are they like? They're a rare new metal inside the brandstones that we've been calling Kralkatite. With the right device, it can be extracted, possibly even weaponized. How can I get a device that does that? It so happens that I have base model prototypes of an extraction multi-tool that I can also upgrade for you. Its functions are powered by bursts of volatile magic. Can I have one of your thingamajigs? Okay. What else can I answer for you? What does your base model thing do? Use it while mounted to locate Brandstone impact site. When you're near the site, use the Brandstone scan function to find a small chunk near the surface. Find a small chunk and the surface Brandstone function to reveal it. Okay. Upgrades. Can be upgraded with stuff that I don't feel like reading about right now. So I'm just going to find one more thing to poke or something to try and finish this so we can get going. Don't tell me I have to go put away another book. Not another book. There's nothing up here to do. Wait. There is things up here to do. There's a vista to view. I'm pretty sure I just fell off the end of the telescope. Yep, I totally did. That's great. Also, there's like gunk floating in the air there. Oh. Train the volatile magic resonance mastery. Oh, I'm already training it. Cool. Say, crap, was there a thing I missed? Now I'm just dumping my experience into nothing? No, it auto-selected. Ladies and gentlemen, that was nowhere near enough of a fall to kill me. You saw that. That fall should not have killed me. Well, let's touch the mirror. Damn it, let's touch one more mirror. All who oppose our kingdom's repression of historical and scientific truth are grateful for your support of our efforts. Your friend in the Astralarium. Okay. So, speaking of friends in the Astralarium,
We have to get their propaganda out of the historical records.
Do you have a dead?
this place is not mount friendly. Okay, archivist.
Impressive. I think you've done more than enough to prove you're truly anti-Joko. You shouldn't have any problem getting Salwa to let you into the restricted archive. Tell her I've sent you to retrieve a book called Nightfall. The book will reveal the entrance to the Sunspear base.
Nightfall? Uh-oh. Last time we did Nightfall and stuff, it was, well, yeah, bad things happened. Abaddon made a mess of the place.
Archivist
Hello.
Rada sent me to fetch a book for her. The title is Nightfall. She said you'd know it.
Every page, by heart. Rada has an eye for history. And apprentices, too, it seems. Enter, and do not fail her.
I am inside.
Nightfall.
Alright. What do you have for sale? Bundle of Grokite. Grokatite. Grokatite. Tar elemental stuff. Stuff and stuff. Alright. We don't care about that right now. We are looking for a book called Nightfall. Understanding Astralaria. There are details within this book as to how one might create the device an incredible weapon. There's something familiar about it. Could be that I have it sitting here in my inventory. Oh no, that's the mechanism. That's the next stage up. Diary of Margaret the Sly. This book is extremely fragile and caked in what appears to be salt. It looks as though seawater has all but destroyed it. Well, Margaret was a corsair, so that's not completely beyond the logical conclusion. Nightfall. This book has been heavily edited and altered with handwritten notes scribbled throughout. Here's a page bookmarked. Turn to it. The Apocrypha challenged the great Palawa Joko to single combat, transforming itself frantically from form to form in an attempt to best the unbeaten Lich King. The word Joko is highlighted. Continue reading. The king played with it for a time, deriving amusement from the melee, but soon his corpsefulness grew weary in battle, and with a snap of his fingers he felled the ancient guardian. With the Apocrypha broken at his feet, the great Palawa Joko said, "It's just like you monoliths to crack under pressure." The undead king set off to Korna to face the deceitful Asa. Skip ahead to the next bookmark page. Then Palawa Joko dared the demon to eat Cormier's eyes. Do it! Dragging a blind woman through the abyss, in fact, might actually prove a challenge. With a scream and a slurp, the demon obeyed. Is this the best Korna has to challenge me? Enough of this! Too fabby! The word is highlighted. Continue reading. Your false god will kneel before me, Asa. His Majesty Palawa Joko gloated over the war marshal's corpse. I shall protect the people of Elona from the nightfall you've attempted to bring upon them. The word false is highlighted. Continue reading. Joko is false. The great king then opened a rift to the realm of torment with his bare hand, and the god of secrets whimpered. Palawa Joko was coming, and none who stand in his way live to tell the tale. This page is blank, except for 3 glowing spaces. You recall the 3 glowing words of the book. Joko is false. Hey, hey, hey.
That's dramatic.
Hello, First Spear Hakima.
Ahai, hero of Amnoon. I am First Spear Hakima of the Istani Sunspears.
You know who I am?
Every Sunspear knows who you are. And I believe we have some common interests. Joko's hold on Istan has weakened in his absence. Some of us here even dare to dream of a new era.
I left Joko rotting in a cage in the domain of the lost. Should definitely make for smoother sailing.
You would think. But the number of awakened grows. They're retaking towns we freed, including Champion's Dawn. And someone claiming to be Joko is offering rewards for the heads of his enemies. Especially yours.
So I hear. I'll tread carefully. To that end, I'm here to ask if you can get me into Fahranur.
Oh. I'm afraid not. Only our leader knows the way. Spearmashal Zaim guards that secret with his life. He rode south to retake Champion's Dawn from the Awakened. The priest there, Sazir, usually knows where he is.
Then that's where I'm headed.
Well, alrighty. Under the Stars completed. What else do you have to say for me? Is there something else you would like to know? Tell me more about the Sunspears.
The Sunspears are an ancient order. Honorable protectors from brighter years in Elona's history. Most of my brothers and sisters were awakened and forced to serve Joko. We know them now as the Mordant Crescent. A few survived, in hiding. Recruiting to sustain the order across the generations in hopes they might one day rise against Joko. Zaim has become the Spearmashal of these Sunspears. We serve his vision of an Istan free from Joko's grasp.
Alright, tell me more about Zaim.
Zaim was trained by a Sunspear named Ketur, until word of Istan's plight reached his ears. When Balthazar attacked the mainland, things got worse in Istan. Much worse. Istan was Zaim's home, and despite his mentor's protests, he could not sit by while it burned. Zaim vowed to bring the Sunspears out of the shadows, to once again make them a shield for the innocent and the scourge of the corrupt. I was the first he recruited, but many would follow. Eventually, we convinced him to take the title of Spearmashal.
Alright, tell me about the rebellion.
Balthazar's campaign on the mainland caused ripples throughout the kingdom. Crops burned, trade lines disrupted, shipments to Istan that never got past Palawa. Joko's loyalists are comprised mainly of the island's nobility, and only they are allowed to live within Palawa, its port city. They control what comes in and what goes out. They decided food would not go out. When people objected, the Temple of Joko said those outside Palawadan's walls were disloyal and didn't deserve food. It started out as a way for the nobility to feel virtuous watching half the island starve. But it escalated quickly.
Oh boy. Also, just occurred to me, Palawadan. Joko renamed Kamadan. You're silly, Joko. Anyways, how did the fighting start?
Isnar Isles had enough and declared their independence from the rest of Istan. By then, the temple congregation had armed themselves. The loyalists went down there, intending to make an example of the disloyal. Zaim was prepared, though. He taught us a great deal about guerrilla tactics. The Sunspears crushed the loyalists, sent them running all the way to the northern shore. The awakened garrison was manned by a skeleton crew, no pun intended, thanks to your liberation of the mainland forces. Nonetheless, the Mordant Crescent sent 50 Awakened to find this famous Sunspear champion and end the rebellion. We don't know how he did it, but two facts are undisputed. Those Awakened lie dead, and Zaim lives. The people started calling him the hero of Istan. It galvanized the whole island behind him.
Alright, so what turned the tide against the Sunspears?
The Mordant Crescent and their loyalists imposed martial law, even within Palawadan itself. They started conscripting the living and awakening the dead. If you won't serve in life, you can always serve in death. Anyone suspected of aiding the Sunspears gets rounded up for re-education. With their supply lines broken, their families imprisoned, recruits getting harder and harder to find. Well, as you can imagine, things started falling apart. The Mordant Crescent would rather watch Istan burn than tolerate any commoner who shows some spine. And Zaim and his Sunspear recruits? Well, we have spines of iron.
Alright, I think that's all you have to say. I have no other questions for now. So, ladies and gentlemen, looks like it's going to be, you know, a good cutoff point. The Sunspear Creed. The Sunspear Creed. The Sunspears were born of a need to protect a nation. By joining this order, we declare our dedication to the people of Elona. We will defend Elona from every threat, whether large or small, martial, mystical, or supernatural. We will strike down foes and lift up allies. The Sunspear never fights alone. Didn't I read part of this in Path of Fire? We will live in accordance with the 8 virtues: valor, humility, honor, honesty, justice, compassion, sacrifice, and loyalty. We respect all, but answer only to our own. We are the unbreakable wall to shelter the innocent, the unstoppable arrow to pierce the enemy, the unsuppressed voice of support and resistance. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, you're a merchant. Curious. And stuff. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this part, ladies and gentlemen. So, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have been enjoying. As always, if you have any suggestions or recommendations for games that you think I should play that might make for a good series like this at some point in the future, or if you just wish to give me a shout, give me some feedback, let me know how I'm doing. Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? If I'm doing bad, what can I do to go from doing bad to doing good? Or if you simply wish to inform me that I'm a terrible person because I killed, like, almost nothing in this episode, and instead rearranged mirrors and put away books, you may do so in the comment box below. PC and PS4 only for recording suggestions, as that is all that I can currently record on right now. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be kept up to date whenever I post up new videos, and then you won't ever have to miss out on any of the shenanigans that go down in this my little corner of the internet. Also, if you know of anyone else who might enjoy watching this sort of thing, please share this video or one of my other videos with them. Point them in my general directions, or maybe they might potentially swing by and be entertained by the shenanigans that go down in this my little corner of the internet. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have been enjoying. I'm NanoElite666, and I will see you all next time.